Hi everybody and welcome back to Glam Life. For those of you who are new, my name is Kristen and I share weekly styles of alternative hair and wigs that I absolutely love, and so that way you can see the colors and the way that they apply on my my head. So in today's review I'm showing you the beautiful Zara. This is Noriko Zara 5133 and we're in the color 24BT18S8 shaded mocha. So this is Noriko's shaded mocha color. It's kind of a gold blonde with a medium brown root on it, and I just absolutely love this. I just got her out of the box. I had been wanting a Zara. Been wanting a Zara wig for a while because I just love these longer length ones, and I thought this one just looked really beautiful. I was able to pick this up off of one of like the wig closeout sales where you can get them, where you can get these kind of wigs at a discount, and this one's no exception. I mean, this one's it's like a honey blonde, but then you've got that dark medium root, and it just absolutely looks beautiful. I just absolutely love the way that it applies and the way that it looks here. So I think this will be another fun long style. The other one that I reviewed recently was Robin, and I just absolutely love the way that that looked. But this is nice because you've got these face framing layers and then you've got the longer length. So this is definitely a longer style, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. It frames the face nicely here. And then what I like to do a lot of times with these is I will pull back some of the hair like this, and then I'll also pull back some of the hair like this, and then I'll create like an updo. I'll pin an updo right like that with that much hair. So that what that does is that actually allows you to get the hair out of your face. And I was going to see if I have a clip here. I have a bunch of them in the bathroom. Let me see if I probably can find one here in my little box, and that way I can show you just how cute it looks. So I have these little mini claw clips. I just picked these up at the Dollar Tree. Just little tiny clips. I got this idea. I get all my styling ideas from Taz's Wig Closet, so I love her channel. She is so amazing. She's really fun to watch, and I've picked up all the styles that I like from watching her channel. But what I do is I take the hair, take my Jon Renau Easy hair wide tooth comb here, and just pick up some of this hair. You know I like volume at the crown. This is what I'm talking about, guys. Volume at the crown. Makes it look like you have gorgeous hair. This is the kind of hair that I've always wanted, that my hair will never do. My bio hair. My bio hair is thin and it's just not great. So what I do is I take all that hair, and you can leave some down, but you take all that hair like that and just take about that much hair, and then take this little claw clip. See this little claw clip? You're gonna take that and you're gonna grab some of this hair. And sometimes it's hard to get, especially with a little tiny. I could probably use a little bit bigger clip with this, but this still gives you the idea. And you see all that? You see what I just did? You see all that volume there? You got all this volume there. That's what I have wished my hair would do ever since I was born. I was jealous of everybody that naturally had hair like this because I wanted it so bad. And now that I have found wigs, it's costing me a fortune, but now that I have found wigs, I have found the solution to having the hair of my dreams. And that's what I mean by telling you guys that this is life-changing. This is so life-changing because you can go out in public without, oh my gosh, I don't look good, you know? So with makeup and with the hair, it's really, really life-changing. And I don't care what people think. You know, I don't care. People can look at me and think weird, and you know, that I don't care. I was not ashamed. You know, a lot of people are ashamed to wear wigs when they first get them. Some people are kind of scared. I wasn't. As soon as I got a wig, I just went out in public and was proud of what I was wearing, because I think they are beautiful. I mean, they just are beautiful. So I want to do a spin for you so you can see this on all angles. And And I'll probably have to back up a ways so you can see the full length. This is very long. I'm going to point my camera down just a little bit so you get an idea of the length. You see what I mean, the length? There's a lot of length going on. So of course, because it's long, you're not going to get as much of the you know, wave because there's not volume. That's why I like my curly styles too. I love my curly styles, but I also love these long straight styles because this is so much like, you know, my just normal bio hair the way I always wished it was. And this is the other side. And again, you just have these beautiful straight waves. And I'm so glad I got this wig. I knew from watching other YouTubers that had already had Zara, I knew that this was a really good wig. You know, I could tell. Everything that I purchased from Noriko has been really good. It's not as expensive as some of the other styles, and that's because, and I do want to mention that, on the Noriko styles, now this one actually, no, I take that back, I'm sorry. This one, I was about to say this doesn't. This has a lace front. So this has that natural hairline. This has that natural temple to temple lace front there, and so it just looks like you have a natural, that looks like the hair is coming up out of your own, you know, scalp. And that's what's nice about the lace fronts. They are more expensive. You can spend upwards to $300 to $400 on something like that, but you know, it just depends on the style. But you can get a lot of Noriko wigs that are not, that do not have a lace front that still look really nice, because I have the Noriko Robin, and I have several other, the Noriko Angelica. The Angelica wigs are beautiful, you guys. They're real long length like this, but they don't have a lace front, and that's why their price point is not as expensive. But I was able to get this for a good deal because I check wigcloseouts.com all the time. They're always posting. What they do is they put closeout wigs on there, and then they also put a lot of returns, like maybe somebody returns a wig that wasn't the color that they liked, and they will post that wig on wigcloseouts.com and then, you know, give it to you at a 30 to 45% discount. So that's really nice because you're able to get some of those more expensive wigs at a lesser price. Like I'm going to be featuring eventually in a video, I will be featuring Zara by Jon Renau. That is a gorgeous wig, and that's a $480 wig. I was able to get it for 200 and something off of that site. So you have to watch the site consistently, especially if there's something that you're looking for. You know, like if you're looking for Sarah or Heidi by Jon Renau or Rachel by Jon Renau, one of those more expensive wigs, just check their website frequently, and then eventually you'll probably see something on there that's going to be what you're looking for. But I just love this. I think this is beautiful. I love that it's got that, you know, shaded, that's why they call this shaded mocha, because it has that medium brown rooting, which makes it look like you went to the salon and had your hair highlighted. And so I think that that just makes it even more pretty. I really like the rooting shades. I do have some wigs that don't have the rootings on them, and those are good too. But this just really gives you the overall appearance of a, you know, like a perfect naturally rooted shade, so it doesn't look like you're actually wearing a wig, which can, you know, help you, especially if you're trying to hide the fact that you are wearing synthetic hair. But the other cool thing about synthetic hair too that I love is that if it's raining outside, it doesn't matter. You can get these wet and they don't change shape, like your natural hair, which will, you know, kind of, well, my hair anyway, it just frizzes. It looks terrible. I mean, it's just terrible if I go out on a rainy day with my regular hair on. But with synthetic, you can go out in the rain and nothing will change. So even if you have one of those voluptuous curly styles on, it's going to stay curly and it's not going to look like you're having a bad hair day. So there's so many things to appreciate about wigs, and I'm so thankful to my sisters for encouraging me to get me into these wigs so that I would have, you know, better self-esteem, more confidence. I'm thankful to Taz's Wig Closet. That's an amazing channel. She shows a lot of different beautiful styles and has really got me to be able to purchase all the styles that I wanted by watching and seeing, you know, the way they look, which is why I was inspired to do wig reviews, because I think it is so important to see, you know, each hair style, how it wears, you know, what it looks like on, because then you can say, well, you know, I really want that one, or, well, I'm going to pass because that just doesn't look like me. You know, and there has been a few styles that I have returned just because I didn't like the color, or because, you know, I didn't like the way that they looked on me. But most of them I've kept. I mean, most of them I fall in love with, and I'm like, no way am I going to return this. So, yeah, this one's a really, really fun one. Sorry, guys, the camera keeps getting out of focus. I'm just going to go ahead and show you again the length. That's the length, and it's a very long one, but these are definitely fun because they give you a lot of glamour. I would say these longer ones, they're very glamour. I wouldn't necessarily say that they're an everyday wig, although you can wear them every day. They are, of course, a little bit heavier than the shorter styles, but that's okay. I mean, I don't mind it. I've gotten used to it. It just doesn't, you know, once I put it on, I just adjust. I don't even know that there's anything there after maybe a minute or two. I can't even tell that it's on me. So that's really cool too. But as far as like everyday, go to work, things like that, the shorter styles are definitely a lot easier to manage. But, you know, colors like this, or I mean styles like this are good for date night, you know, for going out to eat, you know, going out shopping, whatever it is you might be doing. I think these are fun. Now, if I'm going to work, that's a little bit different because I don't want something that's going to be too heavy on my head, you know, throughout the day. So that's when those shorter, curlier styles will be better for you. So I hope you enjoy this review. I really like this wig. I had seen it, you know, online several times just in pictures, and I thought, wow, that's really pretty because it is so long, and I like those longer shades. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I love doing these reviews for you. It's a lot of fun, and I just enjoy showing you the different colors and how they look on me. I think this is going to be a nice one. So anyway, I just wanted to again tell you that this is style 5133 Zara. Let me get, just so you can see the tag. Okay, come on camera, focus. There we go. Okay, so it's 5133 Zara, and it's in color 24 BT18 S8, and we're in shaded Mocha. So this is definitely pretty style, especially if you like the medium brown rooting, and then you like some golden blonde or honey blonde. You know, the rest of it's kind of that honey blonde. But that's the other thing I like about too, when you do an updo or you put like any kind of styling into your hair, with this type of a wig and that type of an updo, when you pull the hair up like that, you get to see all of that rooting. So again, you know, that makes it look very natural when you're out in public. It doesn't look like you're actually, you know, wearing. Somebody could just think, oh wow, that's her hair, she just highlighted it. But like I said, I don't care what people think. I just go out because I wear them because I love them. I love the way they look, and I love the way that it looks on me. And it gives me the hair that I've always wanted, the hair that I wish I would have been born with. So it's a lot of fun, you guys. If you're dealing with any type of thinning hair, any type of self-confidence issues, it's worth it. I didn't think it was at first. You know, my sisters talked to me about it a lot. I have a sister that lives here and one out in the beautiful California, and I just really didn't think anything of it at first. I thought, you know, no way. But I see what all the hype is about, and it's real, and it's, if you're suffering with any type of, you know, hair loss, loss from family, loss from anything that you're going through, it's worth trying one out. Just try it out, you know, buy one, try it out. If you don't like it, you know, you might have to go through several to find the one you like, because it is difficult to find a style that's just like, this is my everyday, this is my go-to. But like I said, I've told you in some of my other videos about my lost a lot of people in my life, lost both grandmas, lost my dad at 26, lost my mother last year at 35, I'm now 36, and so I don't have either parent. Most of my family has all passed away when I was very little because my parents had me at a much older age. So they were already close to 40 when they had me. And so most of my immediate family is gone. My mom has one brother that's left alive, and that's it, out of 6 of them. So what I'm trying to get at, or what I'm trying to say, and then I also lost my husband. My husband had a major heart attack in August of 2017, and I still have trouble getting over that. And I lost a lot. I lost a huge house. I lost a lot of stuff in the process. A lot. I've had to move more times than I wanted to, than anybody should ever have to in 36 years. But what I'm trying to get at, or what I'm trying to say, is that life is short, and we need to make the most of it. I know life is short because I've lost, ever since the day I was born, I've been losing people every year. And I don't really have any immediate family left. It's just me. And so what I'm trying to say is that life is short, and we need to make the most of our time. And that means living your best life every day. That means, putting the hair on that you want to wear, doing your makeup the way you want to do it. It doesn't matter what anybody says, or, what you have to do. I don't do what anybody says. I do what I want to do, what makes me feel good, what I like, what makes me able to live my best life and my most glam life, because life is short. We're not promised tomorrow. We don't know. We don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I thought that my mom I thought she was going to live longer than everybody else, because she had been managing her diabetes very well. And, she'd been religiously going to doctors. She had every kind of specialist you could imagine for everything. And I thought she was in very good hands. I thought she was going to make it, at least up into her mid-80s. And then she went in one day last summer for some tests. They told her she had to go to the hospital. And I got the call from one of my sisters that she's in the hospital. We've got bad news. She's got stage 4 cancer. We don't know how long she has. She might not even make it overnight. I, of course, as you can imagine, was shocked. I didn't know what to do. I was driving. I was actually on my way to the car wash and to do some errands. Had to pull over. Couldn't even drive. I was sobbing hysterically. This woman has been my angel. This woman, talking about my mother, she had been my angel. We were best friends. I mean, it was just always Mom and I never really had friends growing up. It was just Mom and I. We just did everything together. And so I'm sobbing hysterically, and had to have somebody take me, to the hospital. Of course, I wanted to go immediately. And within a week and a half, she passed away. We had to fly a bunch of people in. We had to get everybody up there. She said her goodbyes. Thankfully, the one thing that I'm thankful for with my mother that I didn't have with other deaths is the fact that we had time to say goodbyes. We had time to say our goodbyes. And that is something that I did not have with my husband. I went to work, came home, found him gone on the floor, suffered from a massive heart attack. With both my grandmas, of course, I wasn't there. And with my dad, he actually ended up having a stroke. He had a massive brain stroke when I had left. My mom told me to leave, that it was okay for me to leave. He was talking, and he was okay. He was talking to us. He was a very smart man. Could have been a genius. And he was talking to us and everything, and then all of a sudden my mom told me to go get something to eat because I hadn't ate anything that day. I was getting a major migraine headache and my health wasn't doing good. So she told me it was okay and just come back after I was done. Well, I went, and on my way with a friend to the restaurant that we were going to, I got a call from my mother saying that, you need to get back to the hospital right now. Your dad's had a brain stroke and things aren't looking good. Well, by the time I had gotten back up to the hospital, he had basically become a vegetable. One whole entire side of his brain, the left side of his brain, had completely shut off. He didn't know us. He couldn't talk to us anymore. He just laid in the bed, a complete vegetable, with only able to move one arm like this. He could go like that and put the arm back down. Now, mind you, this was a very smart man. My father was in the Vietnam War. He was a Vietnam veteran. He fought for our country. God bless his soul. And he was just a good man. He took him a long time to find the right woman. He finally met my mom. They were married for almost 26 years. And I'm so thankful for that every day, because she made his life better. But the thing of it is, the reality of all this is that we're talking about a smart man, a man that could take a computer from scratch and build it from start to finish. Put the motherboard in, put the processor in. He worked many different jobs. He was a mail carrier for many years, retired from that, and was just a very, very good person. Did a lot of, a lot of things, helped a lot of people out over the years. Would basically give you the shirt off his back. And to see it just be over just like that. I'm 26 years old. I'm now without a father, on my own, just me and my mother. And it's a shock. It's a real shock, because now, when the car breaks down, you can't call dad for advice. When you're scared, you can't call dad for advice. When the computer doesn't work, you can't call dad for advice. All those things that you just naturally call dad for because that's what dads do, and you knew dad would be there and dad would help you. Now you don't have that. Now who do you trust? I trusted my dad. I don't trust very many people. I've been burned too many times. But I trusted my dad and I trusted my mother because they never took advantage of me. Those are the only two people that never took advantage of me. And so I learned very quickly that life is short. My mom had always told me that. But I learned very quickly that life is short. We're not promised tomorrow, and you always want to say love you to those you love and hug those that you love, and try to see and talk to as many of those you love as often as you can, because it can be over just like that. You can get a phone call that says they've had a brain stroke, they can't talk. We don't know how much longer they have to live. It can be over just like that. So what I'm saying, I don't mean to ramble and just go on and on and on with this, but it's just on my heart, and I just want to say that life is short. If there's anybody that knows that, it's me, because I've been through it, not once, not twice, but multiple times in 36 years. I have lost and lost and lost to the point where it's caused mental issues, sometimes for me, because I don't know who I'm going to lose next. And so what I'm saying is just make sure that you appreciate every day, take time for the small things, always remember gratitude, but most of all, always remember anybody that you love, because you never know. Like I said, I thought, just like everybody else, I had another 15 years with mother, never knowing that on August 4th, somewhere around there, I was going to get a phone call saying, your mother has stage 4 cancer. She's dying. She's not going to make it back out of the hospital. I'm sorry. Just like when they walked up the steps at my beautiful house and said, I'm sorry, but your husband is gone. He's not coming back. And you have to swallow that. And I'm not, I'm very emotional, so I just always go into tears. But I learned quickly that when people say life is short, it is short. So just remember that all those times that you go to see somebody, that may be the last time you see them, especially your elderly grandparents or parents and things like that. As kids, it always, even for me as a kid, we always went to grandma's on Sunday, and mom made sure of it. And that was just what we did. And there were times I didn't want to go. There were times I would have rather stayed home or done something else. But I'm so thankful now that she made me go every single Sunday, because when that last Sunday came, I could never go back to grandma's house. I could never go to lunch with grandma. I could never take grandma out to eat. I could never do those things ever again. And it's the same thing with my dad and with my mom. Can never do that again. Not this side of heaven. I can never do that again. And so what I'm saying is that life is short, and we're not promised tomorrow. We don't know when that last day will come. And so we have to make sure that we don't take every day for granted. So I hope you enjoyed this review, you all. I'm sorry that I was rambling, but I just felt compelled to speak my story. So again, this is 24 BT18 S8 in shaded Mocha, and we're in the style Zara. So I will see you again very soon in my next video. If you like this video, don't forget to click the thumbs up. Also, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like these type of videos, you might also want to check out my makeup channel, which is called Full Face and Fabulous, and that's where I post weekly makeup reviews, tutorials, and chat on there as well. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Bye.